Folks, come on over. It's another Pack 'em Up Friday. What's going in the store this weekend? Unbelievable. Check it out. Right here on my take on Home and Garden. We are loaded for bear today. It is unbelievably good. And I think every week is, but some weeks, you can't get this grin to go away. So let's jump in. We got a lot to cover. First of all, for you Carl Schneider antique hunters in fine porcelain from the 1800s, these first three pieces are antique by Carl Schneider and Company. Look at this beauty. Oh my goodness. So sweet with the wheelbarrow. Really sweet. Unbelievable. And guys, I promised you more Carl Schneider. There is a ton. And some Gebruder Hubach as well. But for now, in this video, I think I've got the three. These are called drip vases from the 1800s, and I'm telling you, they're flawless. Unbelievable. Properly marked, stamped, and numbered. So you can see what you're buying and what you're getting. Real subtle, light whisper of color on this bisqueware. And we've talked about that before. Bisqueware is where the last firing, there is not a sheen or a shine put on the piece. That's what separates them from everything else. Alrighty, let's look at this beautiful piece. Next, unbelievable. I don't know. I was staring at this for a week. Unbelievably good. The gentleman caller coming out of his garden. What do we have with some swans here too? Right by the garden gate. What a unique and beautiful piece. I'm thinking there's probably another one with a woman in the same idea. I haven't seen it yet, but if I do, I'm going to try to get a hold of it. Beautiful, bigger piece, and there's felts on the bottom, which I like. If they don't have them, I like to put them on because it saves your furniture and it saves the porcelain from rattling around. Let's look at this one. Man, where are you gonna go, guys? Now you MCM lovers, I got one of the sweetest cognac or wine sets I've ever seen. Look at this MCM beauty. Now, a lot of these have 5 glasses. Some have 6. It might have had 6 one day, but we still have 5. So we're doing good with this beaut. And this is hand fashioned. You can tell the bottom was ground off, okay? Beautiful, extra tall stopper. Look at this. And you see that grinding on the bottom to make that smooth. And what's the other tattletale about this? The applied handle in the same color. This is right around 1959. That's my guess. Right there. 1960. Could go into the 60s. Staggering. Wonderful. For a brandy, a schnapps, your choice. Beautiful, beautiful, mid-century modern. You know, that's what we're talking about when we say MCM. So we'll get that looked at here. And look at that show off on the turntable. We'll do it as evenly as we can. Just incredible. And I mean, I gotta keep moving. Real quick, we can probably go into some vintage Coke mugs. They took like a soda fountain, Coca-Cola glass, put a handle on it, and these are Coke mugs. You can have your root beer float, your Coke, even your coffee, your iced tea, whatever you want. These are sweet, and they're going to be very reasonable going in the store. And I'm surprised I've never seen these, but they are really sweet. Now our friend Donna, she's going to have a tough time this week because it's almost like everything here she'll like. Her husband's going to come after me if I don't calm it down. This gorgeous urn. Now this is a, what do we call it? This is a reproduction or replica. And why it's still a real urn. It's real porcelain. What makes it a replica or a reproduction? This has a swipe of that sound deadening. It's almost like a rubber paint. What makes this a replica is that the feet and the finial pole on top is not metal. That's really the only reason. Also, it is crazed on purpose. Everybody needs to understand that. It's crazed on purpose to make it look old. It's not because somebody left it outside or left it in the sun. Okay? These are resin and not metal. 4-footed, wonderful claw foot. And let's see, are we a pineapple or a pine cone? I think a pineapple. Finial on top. It could easily stay here. It won't hurt our feelings. But we're going to give it a shot. Alrighty, next. These I cannot seem to keep in the store. This is a cool story here from an estate sale. And I want to mention that the estate sales I go to, 60 to 70% of the people have made up their mind to go to an assisted living facility. We got these at a sale like that. One has all the labels, so this will be a little more in the store. And it's Pesavino Blue. A wonderful vino wine from Italia. It's a white table wine. This one has all the labels removed. Okay? And you can see that all the way around. How sweet can you get? We had a green one. Somebody bought it right away, you know. We had a clear one. They bought it right away. I've never seen the cobalt blue. And again, I won't mind keeping one. Look at this. That's how thick and wonderful that blue is. These are from a familiar name that we've heard before and talked about before. Princess House, if you remember. There's a wonderful relish boat, and these are supreme lead crystal, And I'm going to put these as a pair because I think it's just wonderful. If you're entertaining, it'd be nice to have the pair. A split serving dish. You could have your olives and relishes in that one, pickles, and you could split this with dip or special crackers or your pate. A good pate, oh my goodness. Yes, I do love it too. I make an incredible crab dip, and I couldn't get it in the video the other day because it was so much and so busy, but someday I'm going to do it. And they're licking the bowl here at this house. You can't find it the next day, forget it. But we'll review that. How about more beautiful? I was really pleased to get my hands on this early century EAPG glass butter dish. Now, rare to find the square dish. I had the name of this. I did find this. It's quite exquisite. Let's look at it on the show-off wheel. You'll have the name of it, who made it, and how old it is, again, in the description in the store. I'm sure it's from the 40s. This incredible porcelain pair, these are quite good. They're like 15 inches tall. That'll be in the description as well. And these are made in Japan. And I'll have the maker and the date in there for you as well. Really good. We'll look at the, well, ladies first. We'll look at her. Are we gonna get to see through? Yeah, oh look, just to show you. Fine porcelain coming through the base of that beautiful porcelain figurine. And then, of course, we have the matching boyfriend, husband, suitor, whatever, right? And they are quite nice together. Going in the store. Every once in a while, I don't know if you guys use these in a little vignette. They are too sweet. You saw me at Christmas time use little children's leather cowboy boots. These are real, vintage, possibly antique. I'm sure there's a way to tell. Leather baby shoes. Look how cute. Oh my goodness. You can pick up a pair of vintage shoes like this at your flea market, even your thrift store, and there's just something down home settling about a little pair of baby shoes. Now we showed one of these. This is not the same one. Another pickling crock for you primitive folks, and it says USA on the bottom in that white crockery clay. Quite nice, not a chip, not a crack, not a crazing. Beautiful, primitive brown piece for someone that loves farmhouse. Okay, here we have, real quick, an example of another relish dish. This is EAPG. This is pressed glass and not crystal, so it's lighter and lighter on the wallet. That's what that means. But look at the beauty. Still beautiful. Okay, so that'll be available too. Doesn't mean you can't have beautiful if you have a tight budget. Next, what do we have? An incredible crystal. This is about almost a full bowling ball here. Yeah, extra beauty. I'm thinking American Brilliant, but there's so many. I didn't see a marking. This is reverse cut, beautiful, nothing wrong here. An incredible cut finial, extra big candy jar. I know I'm pushing it now. Next we have one, you might agree, this is some unbelievable modern art piece here today with a big round wax candle. I call this one War of the Worlds. Remember the robots that came down or came up out of the ground? That's what this reminds me of. Super cool, different, and we'll get that a turn on there as well. Here we go. Look at this. It'll settle down. Okay, War of the Worlds candle holder right here going in the store. Next, quite incredible, a beautiful ruby red cut to clear, and this even has the date on it and the guy that did the work. Gino did this bottle in 1876, and I looked this up and found other ones, and they're that old. This is an antique. It didn't just fall off a truck going to Walmart. It is a dandy. So, one. There's only one going in the store. Next, beautiful, you know we talk about them all the time. Big crystal vases, cut in flowers and fruit by Mikasa. Now, they can be from Germany, they can be from California, they can be from Japan. There's different factories that make Mikasa vases. This one's from Japan. And how do I know that exactly? Well, it's not marked like that, but it is on the original box. This is going to come to you with its original box and nicely packed in our box. Guys, what can I say? I'm going to have to stop because I'm going to run out of film. Look at this show off. Hopefully you saw beautiful today, and if you did, give us a like, a share, a comment, tell a friend. Tell somebody at our Etsy store. Tell a floral. Send your mom a flower. Take care, everybody. And all you gardeners, I'm seeing some beautiful things coming in Gmail. Wonderful, beautiful flowers and gardens. Don't forget to send us a little pic if you get a minute. Take care, everybody. Thanks. We appreciate you. You know it. Keep on collecting. Happy decorating. See you soon, guys. Have fun.